Yes, sir. Thank you, Brendan. And we're going to talk about Veru for trade of the day. But unfortunately for myself, and we'll start with the higher time frame, I didn't have the Fahad long at $10 to get the monster breakout because I don't have a crystal ball. So the question always becomes, we've been down this road before. If you miss out on what is the big breakout trade, what do you do next? Because you don't always want to chase. Sometimes you want to be patient, try to find a plan and execute that plan. So as usual, go to the higher time frame here. I kind of just wanted to show you guys the perspective of what this had done the last time we made the breakthrough. You might remember this day when we went absolutely parabolic, but we had made a top at 17. You've already pulled back once, found some support around the $11 range, retested some highs around 14, 15 here, and then we've been barcoding. This morning, you get that breakout on volume as the market's screaming through $10 at the open, and now you're breaking halfway towards that 15 level. So once you've gotten that far stretching away, you're a couple of bucks away from what you'd anticipate as support. You're a couple of dollars away from resistance. It becomes what kind of a trade do you like? You chase along. I don't see any structure to be able to say where my out is going to be. You can go long and it works. It's about where is the out. And so once we see it slow down, right in this range here, it puts in a break at an even $13, right at that halfway mark, and fail break short off of that little pullback. And those types of trades there, if it's a big line in the sand, a big significant area where I would expect to have a lot of bag holders, a lot of sell pressure, bigger resistance, then you might be thinking about a bigger retracement. We even said this in the live show. That is a 100% scalp. Like you're getting in here at 13 and you're getting at 12.50 and you're looking for that quick little 30 to 50 cent move, risking about 20 to 25 cents on the trade. And yeah, you're going to hold on to some of this here if you think you can get 12s even. It then tries to put the break at 13. Well, what do I find better than getting out in front of a level like that? If it puts in a more significant wick top, also going to jump back in for the same trade. If you are doing this style of trade, there is one golden rule. Can't do it unless you're willing to make top wick. There's your top wick right there. Well, it didn't end up being top wick, but if you fall down from there, you're sitting there saying, hey, that's me. I got out at the top and watched it come down. But you've got to be able to take your out because you know what's waiting next. What's waiting next, if it breaks through, is the chance that you can get to this upper crest at $15 where it really put in a failure. And that's kind of the trade that you like a little bit more. More significant price level. It also happens to be 10 to 15. I love the symmetry of that as well. So first time through, it goes to 97, 14.97, pulls back in. I was able to get 80s, then we scalp it out, 50s, and then some out in 4 to 14. We're still holding half the position, looking to see if it can get back in down to VWAP at that point. But then guess what happens? It tries to put a break of the 15 level and an instant failure. And this is the thing about a significant price level. You've got to be willing to give it a few extra cents above. Here, high a day, that's your out. It breaks the wick, you're out. Breaks the wick, you're out. If it's at 15, sometimes you're willing to give it 5, 10 to ensure that you've got the move. And when it fails it, you jump right back in the other half that you had already jettisoned for the scalp, so you're back to full position, scalp again, and then you get that hold through for it to come back into VWAP. You're able to capture about a $2 move, and guess what? When it came to this level, think that was any good at 13? Couldn't break past 13 and was just holding that barcoding all the way around. So you always get some significant price levels. Oftentimes, if I see that where you had that first curl, it was pretty significant and it broke back out, I'm always going to target that as the out of that short, especially on a very bullish name like a Veru. So we did miss out on the long, but there was a great short to be had.